Ryan Maloney and the Snowdens.
He's in top form, winning his second Doomben Cup. When he won the Cup last year, it was here at Eagle Farm, and then he didn't do a lot in this very race, but they're teaching him to relax and come with a strong run in the home straight. So nice and quietly here, expect him to run on well.
New Marion, Jay Collett and Annabelle Neesham.
Yeah, I think he's primed for this today. He fought hard, never travelled at any stage in the Doomben Cup, and he still was fighting like a tiger on the line. So he's got the draw to push forward, maybe find Serpentine's back here, and he is 1 for 1 at this track and distance last year.
Here's number 3 without a fight, Mark Zara for Anthony and Sam Freedman.
Well, you couldn't be anything bar impressed with his powerful win in the Lord Mayor's Cup. He looks a real promising stay for Australia, this fellow, and 2200 should suit him better. Just has to execute the first half of this race well, and I think he'd be very, very hard to hold out.
No compromise, McAvoy and Waller.
He could be a good roughie here. His last victory was in the Metropolitan last spring on wet ground. He might be a little bit better on rain affected, but he's pretty genuine.
Non-conformist Michael D. Graham Big.
Well, I don't know what to make of his Doomben Cup run. He only beat one runner home. He'd sort of lost the plot. Maybe he didn't get around Doomben. But then he got going the last 50 or 60 metres and was as strong as most through the line. So I think here on the bigger track, nice firm footing underneath, he'll run well.
Banker's Choice, Johnny Allen, Mike Moroney.
Your Banker's Choice probably goes forward here. Fairly handy. That might give him a place chance.
Luncey's, Nashville, Chris Lees.
Third up today, so fully fit now. Presented at the top of the straight in the Lord Mayor's Cup. Ran well, but was clearly outpointed late by Without a Fight.
Serpentine, Tim Clark for Gay and Adrian.
Yeah, the blinkers are back on today as he comes back from 24 to 2200. Hopefully he goes forward, rolls at a nice tempo, and he could be very hard to run down.
Young Verda, Josh Parr, Danny O'Brien.
He was okay first up in the Lord Mayor's Cup. He was only 2.8 behind Without a Fight. Seemed to work well here on Tuesday morning. Fitter.
Lions Raw, Craig Williams, John O'Shea.
Well, he's been kept fresh since a much better run in the Wagga Cup. He's just a little query weight for age at this level.
Here's Colding, James Orman, Chris Waller.
I think the good track surface suits him, but he's just battling at the moment, I feel.
3-time Group 1 winner Dewis, Sam Clippert and Ed Cummings.
Yes, as well as I've seen her. I reckon she's come on beautifully since the Doomben Cup, and she's got plenty to say here.
Media Award, Damien Thornton, Glenn Thornton.
She's been going well in Mayor's company this time in. This is a big task for her today, though, backing up after 7 days.
And the 3-year-old Fame, McDonald and Peter Moody.
Well, this adds a lot of interest. He's a loose walking sort of a 3-year-old. He was outstanding in the Derby, in a fast Derby, mind you. So very hard to assess, but the marketplace is attracted to him because he did go up 20 to 1 earlier in the week.
Okay, Bernie, 2200, wait for age.
Yeah, I've gone with Jewess here. I was obviously pretty keen to see how she looked second up from a spell here today. She's come on beautifully in the code. She's such a focused, relaxed mare in the yard. And I just wanted to see that she had trimmed up a little in the middle section, and she has done just that. So Jewess for me.
Okay, Ed Cummings, you must be extremely happy with Dewis, the way she's walking around today.
Yeah, look, she's definitely parading very well, very much what we expected. She's come on from that run the other day, and I think she looks a lot better too.
You're real happy with the prep?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's look, obviously the proof will be in the pudding, but nothing, barring a slightly closer finish last start, nothing much more could have gone right for us. So we're happy.
Good luck.
Thanks.
3-2, 12-1, pretty confident Without a Fight. Just want him to settle, get one off the fence, doesn't matter where he is, and be ready to chime in from the half-mile home, and I think his big lungs will set in then. Numerian's ready for a peak performance, should get the run of the race. Very wary of Jewess now. Back to Eagle Farm, great first up run, paraded beautifully, and Wetor, well, how can you knock him off his last start win? 3-2, 12-1.
I'm going 3-8, 2 and 12. I'm with Without a Fight as well. I hope he gets that one-off position pretty quickly here, because it's not an ideal gate at the 2200, but he was just so super first up. I can't go past Without a Fight. Serpentine, the leader. I think he'll roll along nicely, and he's tough as old boots, this horse. New Marion is the speed mapper here, gets a beautiful trail, and likewise Jewess. There's an air of confidence about her today, and the map looks great. 3-8, 2-12.
Nearly 50% of all the money taken with Tab on the one runner, the favourite without a fight, $3.20 just moments ago, now into $2.90. As for anything else, well, in the eyes of Tab customers, Duis the best of the rest, $8 into $6.50 out to $7. And there has been some specking too for James McDonald's Mountain Fame, $11 back into $10 late.
So they're behind the gates without a fight. Had one run in the Melbourne Cup behind Gold Trip, then had a break and come back and brilliantly won the Lord Mayor's Cup. They're moving in well, waiting on Nonconformist, who's still out the back, and Fame, the 3-year-old, holding pretty solid in the market.
Yeah, well, he went up 20-1 on Wednesday and hasn't stopped firming. And there's a vibe around that the 3-year-olds have had a good year, the 3-year-olds.
Yeah.
But 2,200 weight for age, it'll be a big effort if he does.
Beaten 2 lengths by Kovalika, who looked every bit a likely lad winning the Queensland Derby. How does he shape up here? And Duis looking for a 4th Group 1 of a career. Her first was here at Eagle Farm in the Oaks. Here's Josh for the Q22.
Without a fight, the clear favourite, red light on. And we're right to run. They're all in. Here we go, field of 14. We're right, racing, and out wide the favourite without a fight was away okay. We had Luncey's beginning well, Serpentine, no compromise, and Colding going forward, and Lions Roar right up there. Followed further back by Duis on the outside of Young Verta. 3 wide Banker's Choice, and further back to Numerium. He's got probably 4 behind him without a fight, and they include Media Award, Nonconformist, and Wetor went back, and Fame's at the rear. So Serpentine in front, second Colding working forward, and third is Lions Roar. No compromise in 4th, a length and a half to Luncey's, and further back in the field to Young Verta. Next the outside Duis, a length and a half to Numerium, and then Banker's Choice on the outside, 2 lengths away to Media Award, and without a fight the outside in 4th last, a length and a half further back to Wetor, back nearer the inside of Nonconformist and Fame. The 3-year-old 2 lengths away last of all, and must be 15 to 18 off the leader. It's Serpentine from Colding, and they're in front by 4 lengths now. Third Lions Roar, 4th is No Compromise, a length and a half to Luncey's, and Young Verta. Duis on the outside, further back to Numerium, and then Banker's Choice, a length and a half to Without a Fight and Media Award. Nonconformist over on the outside of Wetor, and Fame's a length and a half away. So Serpentine at the 9.50 by a length here from Colding. 4 lengths away, third Lions Roar, a length and a half to No Compromise, and Luncey's on the outside. 2 lengths away to Young Verta. Duis on the outside, a length and a half to Numerium, and then Banker's Choice, and further back to Without a Fight, still 4th last over on the outside of Media Award. Further back to Wetor, Nonconformist on the outside, and Fame's a length and a half away. So Serpentine, 500 metres left to run in front. Second Colding, still 4 lengths away. Third is Lions Roar, making ground. Luncey's on the outside, No Compromise the fence, and Without a Fight right towards the outside, but still 8 lengths off the leader. Serpentine dashed away, 3 lengths in front from Luncey's. Here comes Without a Fight down the outside, finishing seemingly very much full of running, and out wide Without a Fight's taken over. Duis trying hard, late Nonconformist, and further back to Luncey's, but Without a Fight clear, 2 lengths in front near the line, and kept going. It's all Without a Fight. Without a Fight, very impressive as 1. Second Nonconformist, and third Duis, followed by Luncey's, Numerian, Wetor, and then we had Fame trailed over by Banker's Choice, and then Serpentine, Young Verta, No Compromise, Media Award, Lions Roar, and Colding up the rear.
Well, he was so impressive in the Lord Mayor's Cup, and he's done it again. He's put back-to-back impressive wins on the board at only his 3rd Australian start. What have we got, Ronnie?
Oh, I don't know what we've got here, but he's a special stayer, I think. He's a special stayer with a turn of speed, and he can sustain a run. He's outstanding again today, so... Look, he's in for a big, big time, and I'd suggest there's your Melbourne Cup favourite right there. And the one to beat at this stage. Much better from Nonconformist. He was more switched on today, and Duis, she travelled beautifully and seemed to have her chance, but it's all about the winner.
So Without a Fight beats Nonconformist and Duis in the Q22. Coming up next, the Group 1s, the JJ Atkins and the Stradbroke.